Hey, good morning again. Good morning, good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Yeah, this is a sequel to the video I did again for today. Today is May 15, 2022, and the time is now 4:15 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I didn't go to sleep. Um, I was watching more videos on the shooting that happened in Buffalo in a supermarket. And I just want to share with you some videos um, about it. And what do you feel? Let me, okay, I'm going to turn the camera. Okay.
Supermarket,
I'm back about
supermarket,
Here's a little bit of what he has witnessed.
inside the supermarket. Many of them are at a loss. Many of them are going home without their relatives tonight. Many of these people inside just doing their food shopping. It's unfathomable that somebody would come in here and open fire. Police are asking you to stay away from this scene, but obviously, many people who have a connection here are inevitably drawn to the scene to try and develop information in real time. This area in particular is a community. This is a place not too far from a firehouse, from a fire station. And obviously, when we talk about the gun issue that we've all been seeing across the country.
I wonder who he's texting. I don't know. Who is he texting?
Buffalo is not immune to that. We've seen a number of shootings, and of course, when it comes down to the idea of gun violence, Buffalo has certainly seen its fair share.
I thought they were going to show somebody. Where's that guy? Oh, he's back here.
With one person here a little bit earlier who told me
Go back a little bit.
two vans would be from the medical examiner's office. Spoke with one person here a little bit earlier who told me that their loved one was inside the supermarket and was.
Okay, she was laughing. Okay, look, the big girl. This girl here, watch her. Where? This is a tragic event that happened. Okay, a shooting at a supermarket. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, this scene is reminding me of something. This event that happened at a club. A shooting that happened at a club with the that frequented by people from the Alphabet Soup community. Remember that one? And some of the behavior of some of the people didn't seem to reflect that something, like people just dying incident. Here we go.
I spoke with one person here a little bit earlier who told me that their loved one was inside the supermarket and
She's
was
laughing.
confronted by the shooter, and that person was held at gunpoint by the shooter, begging for their lives. We don't know the condition of that person, but for these people who are still waiting for information, their hearts are racing, their blood is boiling, they are just hopeful at this point.
Why would he? Look at that. So why, okay, a bad event. Why is this guy in the back?
At this point.
Oh.
Blood is boiling, they are just hopeful at this point.
Do you have your children do that? Again, watch again.
They are just hopeful at this point.
Ed Dranch from WKBW. The story still.
Okay. Show something else here. Look at this one.
Officials say this was a racially motivated shooting. And I lived in Buffalo for a little over a year and used to go to that Top supermarket often. It is very much in a predominantly black neighborhood a few miles just north of the downtown area. Well, this shooting today may have had many of you wondering, what should you do if you find yourself in a similar situation?
Also, look at the ladies. One's wearing red, other blue. She claims she had said earlier she used to go to that same supermarket. But let me let it go.
So 11 Alive's Don White joins us live in the studio with tips on what to do and what not to do. Don.
Opala, a national public safety expert, says first, don't try to overtake the shooter as you could get killed. Instead, try to find shelter or remove yourself from the situation. Saturday's mass shooting in Buffalo has shocked many in metro Atlanta.
Well, it appeared that he was running away firing his weapon.
But on Thursday, it was an eerily familiar scene in a stone.
There we go. See the guy running, and there's another.
It's just the brazenness of it in broad daylight, the reckless display of the use of a firearm. Just should be totally unacceptable in any community.
This surveillance video exclusively obtained by 11 Alive News.
Just the brazenness of it in broad daylight, the reckless display.
Go back. You know, and I figured that you know, everybody has cell phones and stuff like that. You would see that you would think over the internet you would have people with their cell phones showing, you know, in the supermarket, you know, taking out their cell phones, but you don't see that. Or when he came outside, because remember they said that he had stripped all his clothes off. But this is what they have so far.
This video exclusively obtained by 11 Alive News.
Just the brazenness of it in broad daylight, the reckless display of the use of a firearm. Just should be totally unacceptable in any community.
I don't know. There was something else. Let me see here. There's some other things here. It just looked weird.
And Don, I know that's great advice for us, but what does Dr. Alexander say you should do to help law enforcement during a shooting in
Oh,
public?
wait, let me go back. Look at
And
this.
another tip is whenever you're in a public place,
You need to be running away from it, calling 911, notifying others.
And another tip is whenever you're in a public place, always pay attention to where the entrance and the exits are at.
And Don, you know that's great advice for us, but what does Dr. Alexander say you should do to help law enforcement during a shooting in public?
Opala, in addition to calling 911, Alexander says try to record video on your cell phone, but only do that if you're sheltered in a safe location.
I don't know. But look at, where's the girl? Why did they need, where's that girl now?
911, notifying others.
What she's, okay. Why are they showing her? Why are they showing this girl? She's wearing pink and blue. And the news reporters are wearing red and blue.
And another tip is whenever you're in a public place,
Away from it, calling 911, notifying others.
and another tip is when
I don't know. What do you think?
Be running away from it, calling 911, notifying.
Why are they showing her? What a bad thing happened. 10 people killed. But why do they need to edit the video and put her out there. What else? Oh, that's something else. Where is that? Okay, here. See, he's being arrested. Okay, he's at the scene. But he has, okay, the fatigue's on, right? He has shoes, you know, his gear, as reported by people. What's this one? Trying to find it. Did I get that one already? Oh yeah, I just got that one. Okay, let me see here. There's something else. There's arraignment. Did I get this one? Not sure if I got. Did I do this one already? Let's see. I know there was something here. I wrote it down. Let me just see. I know I wrote something down here. Please bear with me. Let's see. Position. Okay, that's the long one. Okay, that's position 2. 2 hours. Looks like 261. 261.32. Let me go. 2. Call it 2 months. 2. 2 6. Oops. Let me see.
John Elmore is still with us in studio, and John, for those who are maybe wondering, does age play a factor in this? 18 years old, will that have any impact on the prosecution?
Well, he's 18. He's an adult, and I think that John Flynn has made it clear, and Trini Ross, the U.S. Attorney, has made it clear that they're going to go for the highest possible charges against him. So I don't think that his age is going to have any effect on the state government and the federal government's efforts to prosecute him to the full extent allowed by law.
John, as we continue to wait for the governor, she should be on any moment now. Just another quick question to ask you about illegal guns. You say that.
I'm sorry, I might have went the wrong way. I have to turn on the light here. I can't hardly see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's 201. I'm sorry. 201. To 132. Try to get it. Two. You go for it.
Pure evil. So, thank you.
I'm Stephen Belongia. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Buffalo field
Yes,
office.
talk to get to the part.
We stand here today confronted with feelings of anger, shock, confusion, fear, and compassion. We feel motivated to help and relieve the anguish of those who were killed and injured today and their families and friends. These victims did not deserve this. They were doing what we do every day, going to the grocery store or simply.
Okay, also notice in the back, I mentioned that earlier, it says Apollo. already to indicate what Apollo meant?
Simply doing our jobs. The FBI is working this case jointly with our partners, with the Buffalo PD, our other federal, state, and local partners. We are investigating this incident as both a hate crime and a case of racially motivated violent extremism. Hate crimes fall within the FBI's Criminal Investigative Division, and racially motivated violent extremism cases fall within the FBI's Counterterrorism Division within our
I'm trying
domestic.
to go, okay, no problem.
To ensure that justice is brought to this community, to those victims, to their families.
It's right after
The
this.
United
one.
States Attorney's Office will be investigating this case along with our law enforcement partners as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of
Okay.
the Department of Justice.
This is it.
Resources will be put behind this investigation.
Oh. That's the, oh my goodness. Let me go back a little bit.
Inflict that evil upon us.
I'm sorry.
To ensure
Okay, watch.
that justice is brought to this community.
Well, let me go bigger. You gotta see this. Gotta watch, gotta watch.
Community, to those victims, to their families. The United States Attorney's Office will be investigating
Right
this
after
case
her.
along with our law enforcement partners as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the
you
highest
go.
levels of the Department of Justice. Resources will be put behind this.
Oh, I just heard.
And heartfelt prayers go to the family, the victims, and the community that had to suffer this great and unnecessary tragedy today. We're working with our state, federal, and local law enforcement partners, as you've already heard from, to ensure that justice is brought to this community, to those victims, to their families. The United States Attorney's Office will be investigating this case along with our law enforcement partners
right.
as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of the Department of Justice. Resources will be put.
Okay. See, you see how they're acting? That's the same lady that they showed you. Remember, I stopped and paused. I said, why are they showing her like that? Like they had edited the video and they just put her in there. But you see that's the same lady. The blue pants and the pink top. And these people.
In this case, along with our law enforcement partners as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of the Department of Justice. Resources will be put behind this investigation.
See that?
Whatever we need, we will not.
Again.
And heartfelt prayers go to the family,
Apollo.
the victims, and the community that had to suffer this great and unnecessary tragedy today. We're working with our state, federal, and local law enforcement partners, as you've already heard from, to ensure that justice is brought to this community, to those victims, to their families. The United States Attorney's Office will be investigating this case along with our law enforcement
Apollo.
partners as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of the Department of Justice. Resources will be put behind this investigation. Whatever we need.
Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Let's do again.
And heartfelt prayers go to the family, the victims, and the community that had to suffer this great and unnecessary tragedy today. We're working with our state, federal, and local law enforcement partners, as you've already heard from, to ensure that justice is brought to this community, to those victims, to their families. The United States Attorney's Office will be investigating this case along with our law enforcement partners as a hate crime and domestic violence extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of the Department of Justice.
So girl in the back.
But behind this.
See that? Do you see what I see? People. Sir. And Tim. Hey, how you doing? Do you see what I see? That's the same lady that I showed you a moment ago. Why they show her walking with her head? I mean, this is a horrible event that happened. You know, this shooting from this 18-year-old kid. A horrible, horrible event. And you see how these people are acting. And look at the lady down. Let's go back again. I don't know.
And heartfelt prayers go to the family, the victims, and the community that had to suffer this great and unnecessary tragedy today. We're working with our state, federal, and local law enforcement partners, as you've already heard from, to ensure that justice is brought to this community, to those victims, to their families. The United States Attorney's Office will be investigating this case along with our law enforcement partners as a hate crime and domestic violent extremism. I'm in touch with the highest levels of the Department of Justice.
And no tears. There is no tears in their eyes. No tears. Nothing. I mean, this is a horrible
Resources
event.
will be put behind this investigation.
Okay, let me say there's something else. The 33215. 332. 15, okay.
To our Rob Hackford, he is out in the neighborhood tonight. I was able to speak to a witness tonight. Hello, Rob.
Yeah, hey Scott, we spoke with Catherine just a little while ago. She lives right across from Ms. Tops and witnessed the entire shooting incident today here on Jefferson Avenue from her porch, the second level of the home on Riley Street.
Look at his face.
Catherine could not believe what she saw happened in the store and outside, and said she could hear the shots consistently throughout the entire situation. When she said it only took a matter of minutes, she was on with 911 for quite a while, just waiting to hear what potentially unfolded there. But we'll let Catherine take it from here and describe exactly what she saw today at the shooting on Jefferson Avenue.
Watch this now.
I was out on my porch with my dog, and apparently got out of his car and started shooting. I heard the first shot, turned around, and I saw him again. I saw him kill the two women in front of the store. One was just trying to put groceries in her car. Anyway, I ducked down because I didn't know if he was going to turn around and see me there and take a shot at me. And I ducked down. I have been told he had some sort of an altercation with a woman and her daughter, pushed her daughter out of the way. But all I knew was, I looked up into the full combat fatigues, loaded. Anyway, he heard a shot.
Yeah, you can hear the strain in her voice there. This was an incredible incident, an emotional one. at that. She was shaking just as before we spoke with her. She described the security guard as well as a genuine and incredible guy, someone she knew very well and that everyone in this community knew very well, a retired Buffalo police officer as well. She dreads having to go back into this Tops location now and seeing who is missing, who of the employees were shot. Again, 10 people killed here at the Tops on Jefferson Avenue. Scott, I'll send it back into you.
Rob?
I don't know. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, people? Do you see what I see? This is a horrible event, but I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something. I'm wondering, do any of you see or perceive what I perceive? I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything else here? What's this? I don't know. I haven't seen this part. What's this?
Be hosted on the platform is absolutely shocking. We find out what happened and how to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Absolutely. No. Okay. I thought they were going to indicate something. Oh, watch this. What happened to his clothes? He had all his fatigues on. Oh, wow. How could two things occur? People, how could two events occur? I showed earlier, in a prior live stream, that the eyewitness, I should show that one again. But look at him. This is the alleged shooter. Okay, I already showed that he had clothes on when he was arrested. He was handcuffed. He was still at the shooting place, the supermarket, outside. But look, he got no clothes. He got paper on
that first-degree murder charge in the criminal complaint on Thursday, May 19th in the morning. For now, again, he is in custody. We were told by his attorney that there is a possibility that, again, further charges will be added. At this point in the criminal complaint, it was just one count, and I'm sorry there in the background, it was one count of first-degree murder. However, more counts could be added. You just heard that in New York. The individual who has now been charged with first-degree murder for this incident at the Tops supermarket. We will tell you that he was remanded.
Look at that. You know what he's wearing? This is, okay. This is paper. Like when you go to a hospital, like you go to a doctor's office or something, they put on a little something for you to put on. But how did this get ripped off like that? In masonry, when you have in a ritual, you have half clothes on, half on and half off. Like you have one pants leg up and the other one down. And this one, he got one side down and another one up. Right? What happened to his clothes? What happened? Let me see if I can find it. The interview with the black fellow. Cause I did a live stream earlier. Let's see if I can find him. See, okay. He's arrested. Okay. He's fully clothed. Right? You see that? Okay, I showed you that already. Okay. So he got his food. This is what he allegedly wore. And then look at here. See that? How did he get from no clothes to this. Oops. Sorry. How did that happen? These are maybe from two separate, I wonder, is this done on the same day? Is this arrest and then what he's actually wearing? Was this on 2 separate days? But you see him fully clothed, right? Okay. Oh, 3 to 2. I'm sorry. I'm holding the camera, and sometimes I don't see that a response came on. Let me read it. Thank you for letting me know. Because I'm switching my hands back and forth, and sometimes I don't see your comments. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay, let me go back. Oh, okay. I didn't realize all these chats were coming. Okay. Hey, sir. Yeah, hi again. Okay, in your last video, you asked why the shooter was wearing that paper gown. That means he is on suicide watch, and they take all his clothes so he can't harm himself. But remember, with Jeffrey Epstein, he was in a cell that had paper sheets, but somehow he was able to choke himself. Just saying, but a very good point. But they said that they took off all his clothes. Okay, and I'll show you that one again. Let's see. Is it me, or does it seem like there is mass hysteria happening that it's encourages this murderous violence? I bet the kid played shooter video games. Very good point. Yeah. You are seeing the spiritual deadness of most persons. Yeah, he's in a gown. That's suicide watch. The jail takes all of your clothes off if you are suicidal. You don't hang yourself with your clothes. Made of flimsy paper is all. Maybe he's posing for his OnlyFans account. Exactly. I think you should read the chat. Okay. Epstein said it's still believed to be murder. Yeah. So, okay. But see, that's not what, okay, I have to find that video. Okay, so there. Okay, I gotta keep that one. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one up. It must be in this frame here. Let's see. Goes into, oh, I know. Let's let me find it now. Go back. Let me look on the history. I gotta find it. Cause see, he said, the guy said something, the interview. I hope I can find it. Okay. That original guy. See, remember that girl? Where did it go? Okay, history. Hope I can find it. Is that the one? Let's see. No, it's not that one. No. Okay, it's not in this stream. Okay. Because I have two different, what do you call it? Browsers on. So it's not on that history. Boy, where did it go now? I gotta find it. Remember, oh brother, where did it go now? Okay, let's see. Shooter, Buffalo. Okay. You remember earlier? I did that. Okay. The first eyewitness. Remember that one? Boy. So I have to look on, okay. You can just look on the one that the live stream that I did before this one. It was a witness. Okay, shooting witness. All right. Let's see. That guy. There was the black guy that had that. Oh, right. 5. I can't remember. Let me see if it was this one. Oh, okay, that's a. No, that's not it. Okay, those are newspaper things. I don't know where it is. I don't know. Let me see. Let me copy that. Copy, and I'm gonna paste here. Paste and go. Okay, where did it go? Okay, now I'm gonna go history. Okay, that was the one I just showed you before. Oh, this guy. This is one.
And right now, we want to go back to the scene of the crime.
Okay.
News 4's Tara Lynch has been at the scene all afternoon and all evening. She can bring us an update
Watch it.
now.
This is
Tara?
one. This is it.
But I've been telling you one story since we first came on the air, and it was about this man here, Grady Lewis. You were in that Tops earlier this afternoon. We're going to get to that story. But you told me just a few moments ago that you actually spoke with the suspect yesterday. He was here. Tell me more about that.
I seen him, and he looked strange in the neighborhood, but he had a genius shirt on. So I wanted to see if he was a genius. And we sat and talked about string theory, critical race theory, the beginning of civilization, and he seemed like he was a genius, actually.
Okay. So, okay. I just I want to interject. So this is someone who is a hater of black people and Jews, but he wants to have an intellectual conversation with this black dude. I just don't understand that. But keep him going, because he's going to say something. He's going to give information, very important information, and it's in conflict with something here. I'll continue.
He said he came up just to see the countryside, and he was going to go out camping. He bought a big thing, a jug of water. He had a little nervous twitch to him. I bought him something to drink, and we sat and talked for about an hour and 45 minutes after seeing the pictures. And
why did he feel the need to give him a jug of water? So there's someone that's social, that talks to strangers, talks to strange black men, and takes water from them.
Seeing the blue car that I seen him got into yesterday, so it's a shock right now. And he told me his name was Peyton. So it's a shock.
And we did see a blue car get taken away from this scene just about a half hour or so ago. And you were saying that you were speaking with him on a bench that's located outside of this Tops. The bench that earlier today, when I first got here, you were telling me that bench is your office.
Yes.
And you usually like to stop and sit there and talk to people that are passing by. Today you didn't stop.
Yes.
So walk me through your afternoon here at the Tops.
Well, I went in there and got me some a juice, and I didn't want to sit there today, so I walked across the street and I opened up my juice. And as I opened up my juice, I heard what I knew wasn't a firecracker. And I looked up and I seen a guy shooting people. Then I seen a security guard run inside, and then I seen him going after him, shooting. And I saw him come back out, and he had all camouflage on, and glasses and helmet, and then he put the gun to his head, and he dropped it. He took off his gloves. He took off his gun. He put it down. He took off his vest.
Watch it.
And then he got on his knees and laid down and put his hands behind his back, and they arrested him at that point.
And
Okay, I want to go back just a little bit. And you notice that he's stuttering, this guy. This is someone that likes to talk intellectuals with strangers, and people know he knows everybody, and he likes to sit outside on the bench to discuss intellect. And you notice his shirt about the Black Kings, okay? And he got a Jamaica hat on. Okay, let me go again.
Took off his vest, and then
wait a minute,
he got on his knee on his side, and then I seen him going after him, shooting.
I'm sorry, let's go back.
And I opened up my juice, and as I opened up my juice, I heard what I knew wasn't a firecracker. And I looked up, and I seen a guy shooting people. Then I seen a security guard run inside, and then I seen him going after him, shooting. Then I saw him come back out, and he had all camouflage on, and glasses and helmet, and then he put the gun to his head, and he dropped it. He took off his gloves. He took off his gun. He put it down. He took off his vest, and then he got on his knees and laid down and put his hands behind his back, and they arrested him at that point.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it's saying. Okay, maybe I misunderstood him. He took off some of his clothes. Let me just make sure, because I thought he took all his clothes. That would make more sense. Let me go back. Yeah, I must have misunderstood. But it's good that I played again.
He put it down. He took off his vest, and then he had all camouflage on, and glasses and helmet, and then he put the gun to his head, and he dropped it. He took off his gloves. He took off.
Okay. What I thought he said, okay, because of his accent and he's nervous, I thought he said that he took off his clothes, but he said he took off his gloves. Okay. So my mistake, I think he said clothes, but he said gloves. He's nervous. That's what confused me. Okay. Yeah, I know. That's what confused me. And that's why I shared that other video of the guy a couple of years ago in New York City that took off all his clothes, was dancing around, and he jumps off this thing. And and all charges against him was dropped. So I thought it was the same type of mindset, But okay, but I misunderstood. That's my mistake. I misunderstood this man's speech, and I thought he said he took off his clothes. He said he took off his gloves. So I need to, so my correction. So it's good that,
His gun, he put it down, took off his vest, and then he got on his knees and laid down and put his hands behind his back, and they arrested him at that point.
And the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, you were telling me about the security guard, the former Buffalo police officer.
Okay. I'm glad that it was clarified, because I don't want to give wrong information. Okay. So your guys, okay, so what happened? Okay, so now that makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay. So, not that one. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Where'd it go? Okay. So he has his jacket off. He has a jacket, so he has a shirt. Okay, so yeah, so that's why he's like that. And so, where'd that go? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. So here, he's wearing a paper outfit. Yeah, so that's what confused me. The guy's accent, so he said took off his clothes. But no, he said took off his gloves. Because you see in the picture of his arrest, he's fully clothed. So your interpretation on why he's wearing a paper thing, like you said, most likely what you call what do you call it? He has this he's like a for what you call suicide watch. So very very good observation. Very good observation of that. Okay. Yeah, so that I'm so glad that, you know, 'cause I want to understand what they're saying. Okay, sometimes cops will want to see what's underneath the clothes of a terrorist suspect. Took off all clothes. No, that would be yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Kilbane. I wasn't saying that the cop. I didn't think that the cops took off all the clothes, but that I thought, because his accent. Okay, Asa says this black guy is an agent. Look at his shirt. It says Black King. This is race wars. Observation. Tim Greenglass says now he will get sent love letter and have 3 meals. I'm sorry. Where'd it go? And 3 meals a day and free rent. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, guys. I'm so glad that you helped me through this process. Okay, so yeah, so they probably brought him to the hospital, or what do you call it, for what you say, the suicide watch. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad that was clarified, boy. Yeah, so but the people's behavior though. Oops, that's not it. Let me continue with this guy.
Who has tragically died in this incident. You were telling me today he told you no lingering around the store. We gotta keep it clear.
Yes.
You credited that man with saving your life.
Yes, I heard him say to someone, "There's no lingering around the store." So me knowing that he is a Buffalo police officer, I never really wanted to give him an opportunity to say anything to me. So when I do go, I shop and I leave, and that's the reason why I left. Because I heard him tell people that a couple times. So you don't really got to tell me something 4 or 5 times for me to understand. And from what I heard, he went back and he shot at him when in the store. So yeah, but if he wasn't there, I would have been sitting there. So I'm definitely thankful that I heard him say that. Yes, I'm definitely thankful to Mr. Salters.
I don't know. I don't know. So why did that security guard tell people don't sit there for that day? You know, I don't know. I don't know, people. It just seems very I don't know, the people of that community that what's that thing that happened? Was it Florida? You know, a couple of years back, it was a disco club, like a dance club for the LGBTQ community, and then someone started shooting, and you see how those people were acting that were outside. Well, do you know which one was that? You remember the one that I was I mean the one that I'm referring to? The name what's it, Orlando something? Remember that one happened, what was that, 2014 or 2015? That was a real bizarre one. It has the same feel as that one. Wait, I have really wise people, you know, my viewers. A lot of you are really well read with current events and stuff. It sounds like the name Orlando, but it's not. That's not his name. But it sounds like the word Orlando. And how people were acting outside. This whole thing seems very reminiscent of that shooting at the that club, a dance club. And I'm looking at these people. I'm looking at these people, and it's just, I don't know.
Point. That was reporter Ed Dranch from WKBW.
I don't know. Does he sound like a reporter? Is he dressed like a That's it. Thank you, Tim. Pulse Club Omar. Let me see if I can find that. Thank you. Pulse. Let me type that in. Pulse shooting. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Pulse nightclub. These are some. Oh, okay, that's the guy. I don't know. Where's it? Oh, yeah, Orlando. Okay, it was Orlando nightclub. But it was someone that was shot with the name something. I could be. Oh, okay, let me try. Let me see here. I'm sorry. Okay, let's a police officer. Okay. I want to get the one that it had people. More calls. Let me try this one.
Good evening. Scott is off tonight. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Today we heard chilling accounts of the terror in an Orlando nightclub. The Orange County Sheriff's Office released recordings of frantic calls to 911 on that June night when a gunman opened fire,
June also.
killing 49 people. It
Okay, so it's the same month, June. Okay, so wow. Okay.
was the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Mark Strassman, who covered the massacre, has the just released audio.
We were leaving the club, and then as soon as we left, gunshots were just going like crazy.
At 2:03 a.m., 911 callers began reporting a massacre in progress.
There's cop holes, there's dead people everywhere. They're shooting.
Right after the last call, a gunman with a semi-automatic rifle through the crowded gay nightclub.
Yes, my son was shot in the club in the Pulse in Orlando.
and he's still in the bathroom when he's bleeding. He got shot. And nobody's going in for him.
People who were actually inside the club when the massacre began.
I'm trying to find those.
Poor daddy in the
Cell phone video.
I'm
They
trying to
texted
find
or
something.
called their families, who then called 911.
My son told me he got shot 3 times. He's in the bathroom, needed help. I'm not there. I can't do nothing.
Not that one. But remember, they had some real interesting footage from that. The people that were hanging around the club. Someone that was shot or something in the leg, and then he was being seen being carried. And then you see him walking fine. Okay, let me just put this down. I hope I can find it. Let's try this one.
And I ran across the street because there was a shooting.
So he was still shooting as you were crawling out. That would be several minutes long.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it's just so horrifying. Chris, thank you very much. I want to go to another eyewitness now. Louis Burbano is also with us right now. Louis, you were inside the club as well?
Yes, George. I was inside of one of the main doors in front when you turned.
Let me see.
With weapons.
I'm trying to find that one. It was a while ago.
Got a sense of who's moving where pop. Also, George, maybe that.
It looks like a
this
classic
guy.
lone wolf
I think it's this
operation.
one.
If
This
you
one.
remember in September of 2014, Mohammed Al-Bini, who was the communications, or is the communications director, if you will, for ISIS, urged people to go out and do whatever they can do. This is when we started the bombing campaign against ISIS. And we've seen a series of events, not only in this country, obviously, some locations where the LGBT...
because you have no resistance and go back in. For me, that's a point that's not clear yet.
Okay, well, there's a lot more we're going to have to learn about that, Brad. Thank you very much. I want to bring in Ray Kelly, now the former New York City Police Commissioner. He's on the phone with us right now as well. And I talked to Peter King about this.
It looks like a classic lone wolf operation. If you remember in September of 2014, Mohammed Al-Bini, who was the communications, or is the communications director, if you will, for ISIS.
You guys remember this, right?
Urged people to go out and do whatever they can do. This is when we started the bombing campaign against ISIS.
And then later on, you saw the same people, and they'd be walking on their leg,
urging. And we don't know an awful lot about this event, but it certainly could be just that. And what's really scary is the simplicity of it, because...
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry, my finger's in the way. But you remember that one. What year was it? Oh, that was 2016. Okay. Yeah, so I don't want to rehash that event. But you remember what some of the people were doing. Like they would show an individual, and then you see them walking around fine. It reminds me of this event, Pulse nightclub. It's horrible. Anyone getting hurt in any form. I'm not downing that, but it just the thing in Buffalo reminds me of this, and the questions that many people had when they started studying the footage. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So anybody who got hurt or hurt in Buffalo or died in Buffalo shooting, my condolences, my deep condolences to the friends, family member of those individuals. But what I'm seeing is reminiscent of this, some of the footage that I remember from the Pulse nightclub shooting. It just left questions in my mind. And Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, it's just very, yeah, I have a feeling that as time goes on, you're going to discover more and more interesting behaviors and data. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear the birds chirping outside right now. I can hear them. Yeah, keep me posted. So you can write your comments below, or if I need to see more information, you could just type that in there. Each one teach one, and don't get triggered. Stay at home. They want you to go out and do melee. Stay at home. Stay with your loved ones. Relax and enjoy your Sunday. Don't get fooled, because it seems like that is something more to what they're showing, and it's designed to do things that you shouldn't do. Okay, so I thank you all for coming on and watching this live stream, and I've never done this many live streams like this. I'm just trying to, understand what's going on, emotionally what's going on for me, to help keep me centered. I don't want to react. I rather respond in a mature manner, and not everything you see is real. Okay? So I thank you all for listening, and peace and safety to you all, and anyone who got hurt in this shooting. Condolences, and I wish you all a quick recovery. Okay? Yeah, have a nice Sunday. Great day for a park store. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll go out. Yeah, I think I might just stay home. Who knows? I might go out. Who knows? Thank you again, Asa, and thank you for the information there. So peace, love, and joy to you all, okay? Bye-bye.